everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm MaryAnne and you're watching MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. Welcome to your Love Connection readings for today. These are bonus readings. We're on January 29th, 2021. So what, 3 full days left of the month? And so for those that are new, welcome. I am honored to be here with you. I love the fact that you would take the time to stop in. For those that are returning, thank you very much. You know I appreciate your subscribing, your likes, your comments, because without your contribution and your support, I wouldn't really have this channel. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. So thank you most humbly. I greatly appreciate that. So for those that are new, I'm going to do a little introduction. What I do is I read 2 sun sign connections every single day. And we're on the bonus side of the things because I've already done the beginning of the month and mid-month readings, which is basically me going from the beginning of the chart of Aries and then finishing with Pisces. That's the featured sign, and then I randomly pick the connection or highlighted connection for that day right in front of you. So we're going to pick both of them randomly through Spirit's intervention. I then read 3 major category messages for this highlighted connection, and then I finish with beautiful oracle divination messages and guidance that really helps to uplift us and encourage us in our lives, in our connections, in love in general. Because there's all forms of love, and it's all inclusive, okay? You don't have to be in a relationship as far as like romantically, but I know for myself, I love so many of my friends dearly, and I can't imagine my life without them, so it definitely pertains to that. And then of course the animals and the family members and the work relationships, just, you know, many types of love. So, so for today, the highlighted connection, the featured sun sign, is going to be Taurus. Fantastic. Okay, so we haven't done Taurus during the bonuses. And then I'm going to pick the highlighted connection for Taurus. See what Spirit wants to come through. Got a lot of full energy still happening from the full moon in Leo yesterday. The moon is still in Leo. Ooh, that just tripled right over that. Taurus and Capricorn. Beautiful, beautiful combination. Both earth signs. Both very, I don't know, very practical. They're very influenced by solidities, by, you know, things they can touch, feel, the material world. They base their life, their hard work on what it is they can spend it on, what it is they can put money aside for, you know, the visions, the taste, the practical, the earthly luxuries to amass wealth. So I love that a lot. Now, this is a combination I see many times. And we'll start with Taurus, because Taurus, you are known as historically the bull. You are a fixed sign, and you are very set in your ideals and your opinions. There are 4 fixed astrology signs in the zodiac. Now, for a lot of people, you think, oh yeah, that Taurus, they won't budge. No, you don't like change much. You don't really like it, but you resist it whenever possible, but you are constantly changing, just like all of us. The difference with you is you're more pragmatic, you're more matter of fact, you're more traditional, you are more patient and steadfast and determined, and you are amazing when it comes to just like internally knowing, you know, what it is you need to do. What do you invest in? What do you know the value of money, of your time, and, you know, you're ruled by Venus. Now, Venus is the Venetian planet that's the most beautiful, loving, feminine, nurturing, caring, gifting. I mean, there's love, there's money when it comes to Venus, there's creativity, there's deep, heartfelt sensations, and you're very keen on sensations. Taurus, you love all the senses. You enjoy good meals. You enjoy, you know, the feeling of all sorts of things, physical, intimate. You enjoy getting your hands dirty in that garden and really planting this amazing, beautiful, you know, garden, vegetable, flower, what have you, and then taking that and then bring it into the house and putting those herbs that are hand-picked into an amazing meal that's so satisfying and nurturing. And you love doing that for others. You can be extremely generous. And so, yeah, you may be stubborn, but I feel like it's just the main fact that you want to achieve something and you won't let anything get in your way. And I feel like it's a beautiful attribute to have. You stay grounded, you understand the sensibility of things, you don't go crazy, you don't go overboard. Sometimes you do, depends on your other, earth zodiac signs in your natal chart. But on the whole, you are that reliable friend. You just understand the meaning of consistency. People can rely on you. They know you have a set routine, that tends to go year by year, the cycles and such. Works for you. And you see the benefits of all of it, time and time again. Many Tauruses, they are actually the sign of money. And I know that Venus, plays a large role in that. So that's a beautiful thing. And you can share the knowledge with others, and you do. And in fact, your body part represented and established for the sign of Taurus is the throat. So you're very good at communication, which is coming in at a beautiful time because we're in the month and year and years to come of air, of intellect, of communication, and expression. So this is going to come to the forefront for you in some way. I would think predominantly new ways to use technology because Aquarius is about that, ruled by Uranus. And there's medicine, there's all sorts of beautiful scientific new pioneering things that come through with that energy for you, Taurus, and for all of us. And it's very, very true to what's happening in real time. Then you go with your beautiful highlighted connection, and I'm telling you what, you're like two peas in a pod. You understand fully that determination. Now, Capricorn is not a fixed sign. They are a cardinal sign, which means they are doers, they are initiators, they are pioneers in their fields and their ideas. The two of you can work together because Capricorn's not ever afraid of work. Trust me, you've met your match there. And they love anything they can build upon. They are the symbolism of the goat, which climbs highest mountains without any effort. And to get to the other side, that's their only, goal. And that's how they feel about their lives, their business. They want to succeed. They want to see what they've, accomplished. Once again, they rely on the tangible, physical things of comfort that bring security. They're very, very trustworthy. Both of you can be extremely loyal, certainly in regards to friendships and love, but also when it comes to business partnerships. You're true blue. Both of you can be quite laid back in a lot of ways, but you together are dynamo. You work extremely well together in all aspects. One of the main reasons that Capricorns tend to be extremely disciplined and structured and focused is their ruling planet is Saturn, and that's the planet of time management, moving forward, making sure that you don't have distractions, having your eyes set on the prize, eliminating a lot of the excess things, down to earth, let's get it done, no one's going to help, I'll do it myself kind of attitude, quite stern at times. But fun and loving, and you love love. You both love love. You both will be there for the long term. No earth sign I've ever known is flighty unless they have a bunch of other, signs, which no real signs, maybe air. It's more changeable, I don't know. I love this for the two of you. And I feel like right now, although very different after many, many, many centuries and years of predominance of earth, of that pragmatic energy, of that stern, I'm not going to move. And this is, Capricorn represents the old, older age person who's knowledgeable and who's been doing this for years, and why change now? And that's changing. And so both of you will have incredible transformations that'll happen, not necessarily immediately, but I think you're already sensing that. And I feel like you feel this sort of vindication of bring it. I'll figure out anything. I mean, I'm used to a certain way, and it'll take some time, but I'm willing and open to do that. So let's read what your messages are specifically for today and onwards. So like I said, sometimes people are spot on and they're, that was exactly what I needed to hear. And I always want that for you. but that's not always realistically true. This is a general reading. More, personal, decisive information comes from personal readings, which I'll be starting. As soon as people are interested in your, wanting to know more, please feel free to, I think below is my email, business email, that I would respond to in regards to that. I have started back to my massage therapy practice once again, so I'll probably do readings a couple times a week to start and go from there. But yeah, feel free to ask me about that. So the first category under the 3 messages specifically for this highlighted connection is the Two of Wands. There you go. You have the path ahead of you. You've got the both of you. It looks like a real partnership, like from the bottom up, like from the ground up, literally for the 2 earth signs, but something that you have great inspiration for. The Wands of the fire sign. So here's that moon inspiration. There's that courage. There's that motivation and passion beyond passion with Leo, activating our ego, saying, this is it. This is what I need. These are the needs that I need, because last year those were taken away, or those were held back, or, stifled in some way. Not necessarily fully, and some people did great. There's a percentage, like with every reading, but this feels beautiful. And it looks as though you have 2 possibilities. You could have 2 options, and that's how you are. Undoubtedly a lot of you have more than one occupation already, or more than one business, and you want to grow on that. But for now, you're putting your sights on 2 specifically. So maybe you know exactly what that is. And if it's not work, maybe it's just another household, another way to commit to yourselves, another child. I don't know. Something inspiring, very, very spirited is coming through. You've got the energy, you've got the strength, you've got the vitality, you've got all the energy working for you. Now, mind you, this month was a lot. It was about doing a lot because all of the planets were actually stationed forward, right? And that's unusual in itself, especially after last year's multiple retrogrades. But that's ending, because starting tomorrow is the Mercury retrograde. Of course, it had its shadow period, and I've been feeling it, and my speech has definitely been affected. And hopefully that'll improve afterwards again. Cross your fingers. But yeah, it does affect that. Transportation, there's going to be, yet again, some stalls and stops and starts. So just take this time to really consider what this beautiful idea, entrepreneurial invention, whatever it is, love relationship. And, just recognize it, relax about it, retreat, revisit it, re-establish things. It's a good time for that. And it's always a time to check in, which is what I think a lot of us had a lot of time to do last year, and then we had to start again, and it was just like crazy. Now it's a time to take that breath again. Okay, so I like that. I mean, that opens doors. It feels beautiful, and you know how inspired you can be. So the second category is under possible blessings or obstacles. And you have the 9 of Cups. That's wishes fulfilled. That's the emotions in us. That is the emotion in all of us, whether you are a water element or not, which the 2 of you as the highlighted aren't. But you could have water elements in your chart. This goes from that grounded, practical, let's get it going, sturdy, serious kind of stuff, to the heart. To the Leo passionate heart, fervent, like, I'm in love, I want to help, I want to commit, I want to have this friendship go somewhere else and go on a trip together and have fun. Bringing in that fun is essential. I don't know what your wish is, I just know that it's coming through. And it's from, karmic things a lot of times. It's from things that you've created on your own. We all co-create, right? And you've worked hard and you're getting to recognize the benefits of it. Things are coming through for you. All right, and that's needed to be said. So I love it a lot. The next cup is the 10. I mean, that's only one more, but you're well on your way, and I feel a real sense of emotional fulfillment and creative aspirations when the cups are there. So also that could have very much to do with a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces who's instigating or having something to do with this wish or dream or emotional fulfillment coming through for the 2 of you. Okay, so I would love to have you subscribe if you haven't. It just takes a moment, and it just lets me know that you are feeling this channel, that you are vibing and resonating. And I don't charge anything. I do it just straight from love. I love to bring insights and encouragement to compatibility aspects and relationships and love in general. Because I think I'm a major component for love. So that's my inspiration and my, catalyst for doing this at all. But so yeah, if you would, that'd be great. And then when you do subscribe, you can actually comment. And I love to hear the comments. I always respond. So the final message and category is always that of finances. And the both of you really like to know about this. I think you're on top of your game that way. I think you've been very sensible. I think you've helped many other people in regards to how to manage money. And if this isn't you and you're saying, that's not me, MaryAnne, you'll be there. It's a matter of where you are in your life, in your cycle. We all go through times. Oh my gosh. I had issues, right? I was a single mom for a while, and you work the 2-3 jobs, you do what you got to do, right? But the thing I recognized was certainly spiritual leaders and beautiful oracle messages from a deck I pull quite a bit, money and the law of attraction. Money's energy. So what we believe about it and the patterns we feel is what we bring into our energy field. So I'll get more into that, but let's go into the financial category. And you have judgment. This is the second time this has come up in this category. This is divine intervention. This is definitely fate and karma. It's been done. The judgment has been made, and I feel like you're going to be extremely happy with the results and what you're hearing. Because there's been a lot of delays as far as government situations, still are, but they're coming through. And you see the horn? It's like the horn, the victorious sounding horn is being blown in your favor. You're going to hear word, you're going to be extremely happy about it. And if it's not from an outside influence, it's always from an inward knowing of, I've chosen this relationship because I know deep within me that it's right. It is the right thing. We will together build on our stability and our finances. It's so much better when you have a partner or, a second person to help you. It's just, it feels really, really positive. It feels like it's a major arcana. So this is directly towards you, and the spirit is wanting you to know that maybe you know exactly what this judgment is, and a choice you've made and a decision you made. And it had to do perhaps a 2, or maybe you're going to do both, but you're going to be extremely content and financially set in the decision that's been made. And I think it's beautiful. What a reading from the beautiful inspiration of knowing that you're on the right path, that you have more to come, and that you see that clearly in your mind's eye. And the two of you working together will be so supportive. Then you go with the 9 of Cups, fulfilling that desire, that ambition, love. Incredible gratitude you feel for it. And then the judgment of knowing you made the right choices. I love feeling like I've made right choices, and I don't always feel that way, but I'm working towards that more and more. I only have me to answer to in that regard now. As a younger person, I used to be able to kind of pawn that off at times, but now it's really all about me. So you should really feel beautiful. This is a gorgeous reading, and I pray that you are resonating with every aspect of it. And so I'm going to go on now to finish with the oracle messages. And this is for every single Taurus and every one of your connections, because I know that we all have all sorts of different connections. And the highlighted was chosen for today, but if it isn't the one you specifically want to hear, this way you get messages pertaining to you and that special connection that you're interested in hearing for. And I love this deck so much. It's a simple, beautiful deck that I think you can relate to. It is the Motivation Manifesto cards, and it is Brandon Birch, and I'll tell you, I love what I've been reading so far, and I know that when I just pick one card, it just really feels like, thank you. I needed that inspiration, that little jolt to remind me of this very thing. So what is your message? All right, Spirit, what do you have to say for all the beautiful, well, it's short and sweet, all the beautiful Tauruses and their loving connections We should not fear an obsession. Oh, I just pulled this the other day. This is saying a lot to me. I hope you can relate. We should not fear an obsession for building a great free life. Is that not the quintessential phrase for this year so far, and then hopefully moving forward? I mean, it rings so true to me for so many things, but hopefully for this relationship, for yourself, for all of your relationship, you'll hold on to this belief and this feeling, because it's so, I mean, if we're going to have an obsession, this is the one I would go for. And it's strictly and specifically for you, Taurus. So I don't know, I guess I can add astrology-wise that you do have Uranus, the powerful, amazing planet of unpredictability, change, surprises, you know, just things that will rock your world but make you change in ways that you never maybe would of yourself. But then again, it inspires you to do that. You have epiphanies you never had. I mean, it's the ebbs and the tides and the flows and the so forth, and that's what's coming through for the next, I think, 6 years in the sign of Taurus. It's a lot, and it could do so much. So when the times are ebbing, like last year, you know that's not going to continue. It's just not the way, the law of the world, the law of attraction, right? So I feel like you're really, really feeling strongly about that, and to obsess for building a great free life. Continuously, just believe it and bring it in. The next oracle deck I love I'm using is Wisdom of the Oracle. And I pick one card for you specifically again. Spirit helps me guide you and bring in a special bit of information and for you and your relationships. So this month for you, this bonus reading, I've never picked this card. Imagine. Wow, that made me think of, I just saw the 2020 version of John Lennon's, you know, whole story, and we share a birthday and love the man, and yeah, it's beautiful. But the song Imagine, I mean, it never dies. It just goes on and on and on. And well, I guess you could imagine anything you want as well. And it really helps to do so. It helps to be obsessive about your imagination and bring that in and manifest that as the life you choose. Look at the new moon. Well, that's happening on February 12th. We just had the beautiful full moon yesterday. I'm still feeling it. It's powerful. It lights up. It culminates things. It brings light to situations we need to face and put out of our life if we need to, or it begins the new cycle at the same time. But the real new moon will be on the 12th of February. So, yeah, 2. It's number 20. It's 2 again. It's that beautiful partnership, love, you know, friendship, companionship. Well, let me read to you what it says. I've not read this. I absolutely love it, though. And the watery part, it's like the blue, you know, our third eye, our incredible ability to have the intuition and guidance from our higher power. So, 2020. Did I say 2020? Don't want to say that anymore. 21. I do want to say that. 2021. Essential meaning, turning imagination into manifestation. Creative thought, visualization, third eye, the blue, the gift we were born with. The power of aligning imaginary and feelings, creativity, illusions. The illusions to me is that we have, and it's stationed forward after many, many months, you know, Pisces in this, excuse me, let me rephrase that. Neptune in the sign of Pisces. Now, Neptune is known for the more modern ruler of Pisces, but historically it's been Jupiter, so I always say both. But the point I'm making is Neptune is exactly that. It is the fullest part of ourselves that can create, imagine. It does bring illusion. It does bring deception at times. It brings mystery and unknown and things that I revel in and seek to find answers and continuously, you know, the perpetual student of spirituality. Neptune is the undergod, you know, the sea, our emotions, our internal aspect of ourselves and what really, really rings true for us. So that's fantastic and beautiful. In regards to relationships, in matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it. And not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating. So step onto the dance floor with this wonderful, beautiful, fiery, fevery, active, passionate Leo moon energy still in the air. Yeah, the message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. Perhaps it's this highlighted one, but it could be any of these beautiful zodiac signs. You know, you have a lot of attraction. You have a lot to offer this world. And that excites me. That's beautiful. That is what I think more and more of us need to really put into action in our lives, is our imagination, you know, and just let it go wild, right? So the final message will be the beautiful super attractor manifestation message, which is about obsessively feeling the life you want into reality, manifesting it. Because you're manifesting every moment. Imagine the one thing that you want. You are the determined person, Taurus. You can do it all. And I know you've done this. You may start with small things. You may have had huge manifestations. Keep it going. You know, sometimes it happens more than others. This is the time. These are the messages coming through. And fulfilling your wishes and dreams. Your special, beautiful, I love this, message for the super attractor manifestation message is, let me just put these on. I don't want to second guess. I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. And there is so much love in the universe. And I have been led astray. I tend to forget, but when I don't, I see it in the smallest of things. I see it in my life so very clearly, and I hope that you will resonate with that and say that to yourself multiple times. And be in the stillness that's so much a part of what manifesting is. And knowing that this is the time with this retrograde to wind it down, you know, if you have been on a real urgency kind of feeling, which is understandable. Give yourself time to do this, to just have that beautiful sense of quiet, which will multiply every day. We're all connected. I love that. I love this reading. I hope you do too. And I'm just going to shorten it up by saying thank you again for being here. Come on back if you so feel the need or the desire to do so. And I look forward to reading for you again sometime. Until next time, thanks and bye for now.